is this thing called love?
And a live performance from a longtime staple at the famed Pump Room. She's Chicago cabaret singer Elzabeth Doyle. That's all next on Chicago Tonight. If you ever went stargazing at the Pump Room in Chicago's Gold Coast, our next guest may have provided the musical backdrop. Chicago singer, songwriter Elzabeth Doyle played the famous room for 6 years. She's since performed all over the world, and in a few weeks, she'll be at the Skokie Theater performing a tribute to jazz legend Peggy Lee. In a moment, a live performance from Elzabeth Doyle, but first she joins us now. Welcome to Chicago Tonight.
Oh, thank you.
First of all, I understand you grew up in North Dakota. How were you first exposed to music?
Actually, I was raised in South Dakota, so I refer to it as Dakota Blonde. So Peggy Lee from North, I'm from South. Yeah. So my family was massively into music.
Massively?
Massively, yes. Everyone played something and sang, and a lot of professionals in the family, especially composers. A couple of my grandparents were published composers.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, you have obviously have a great pedigree for this. 6 years at the Pump Room. Some of the celebrities you performed for?
Well, probably my favorite was Maya Angelou. She would frequently stay at the hotel, and we would get into discussions about learning languages. Another Cleo Lane and John Dankworth.
Well, she knows why the caged bird sings.
Yes, yeah. Cleo Lane and John Dankworth. You'd see funny scenes, John Travolta being bothered so much that they'd have to put him in a little room to eat his dinner so no one would bother him while he was trying to dine. So.
And all the time you'd be playing in the background?
Yes. It was sort of, every night was an exciting evening. You know, you'd never know what celebrity was going to come in, or maybe even some long-lost high school chum. And frequently we'd have the casts from national touring shows in, and they would do Monday night programs.
Ever intimidated when high-profile people would come in?
Well, there was one case. I was sitting at the piano playing, and the bartender set me up a napkin saying, "Are you nervous playing for Billy Joel?" Oh. And I look over, and there he is. And of course, then I became nervous. But, you know, we ended up talking about his daughter starting piano lessons. So, you know, at base, all of these celebrities are just, you know, human beings that have concerns just like the rest of us.
So you've got a show coming up at the Skokie Theater on June 22nd. Other shows coming up?
Well, I've got another thing happening at your sister radio station, WFMT. Yeah. I did a program with the 90-year-old Marion McPartland.
The one and only.
I taped it in New York, and it's going to be broadcast the week of June 3rd, I think June 7th here in the Chicago market. Yeah, note it down. And there's sort of a common thread. Peggy Lee and Marion McPartland wrote a song together. And so during the radio program, we featured some Peggy Lee material. And so that dovetailed into my doing a show on Peggy Lee. And it's not her hits, it's the things that she wrote.
Wow.
She was quite a lyricist and occasionally a composer, too.
Not unlike you.
Well, she sort of got me started. My first sheet music had Peggy Lee on the cover of it.
Is that right? Elzabeth
Yes.
Doyle, thank you for being here. Look forward to hearing you. And Elzabeth Doyle will be performing on the radio program Marion McPartland's Piano Jazz, as she just mentioned. And it airs Saturday, June 7th at 6 p.m. on our sister station, WFMT 98.7. And Elzabeth performs live at the Skokie Theater on Sunday, June 22nd. More information is on our website, WTTW.com. Click on Chicago Tonight. Now here is Elzabeth Doyle with the song, I Don't Know Enough About You.
About you. Just when I think you're mine, you try a different line. And baby, what can I do? I read the latest news, no buttons on my shoes. But baby, I'm confused about you. You get me in a spin, oh what a stew I'm in. 'Cause I don't know enough about you. Jack of all trades, master of none. And isn't that a shame? so sure that you'd be good for me if you'd only play my game. You know I went to school and I'm nobody's fool. That is to say, until I met you. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about you. Jack of all trades, master of none, and isn't that a shame? I'm so sure that you'd be good for me if you'd only play my game. You know I went to school and I'm nobody's fool. That is to say, until I met you. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about you. Oh no, I don't know enough about you. I know a little bit about psychology and a little more about biology. I'm a little gem in geology, but I don't know enough about you. I don't know enough about you.
And that's our show for this Wednesday night. I hope you join us tomorrow night live at 7. We leave you now with one more song from Elzabeth Doyle. Here she is with Where Can I Go Without You? Now, for all of us here at Chicago Tonight, I'm Phil Ponce, and I thank you for watching. Good night.
I went to London town to clear up my mind, then on to Paris for the fun I could find. I found I couldn't leave my memories behind. Where can I go without you? Tried seeing Germany, but that wouldn't do. Went to Vienna, but I found you there too. Even in Switzerland, your memory came through. Where can I go without you? I wanted travel, I wanted romance, I chased that rainbow across the sea. I'm tired of faces and quaint old faces. If you can't be there with me, back on the boat again, and farewell to France, farewell to London town. They haven't a chance. I'll trade the sights I've seen for one loving glance. Where can I go without you? Travel, I wanted romance, I chased that rainbow across the sea. I'm tired of faces